Orkney's a world centre for scientists who hope to harness the energy of our oceans. Look closely. This machine can turn wave power into electricity.
By 2020, Scotland plans to take all of its electricity from renewable sources, including, of course, the wind. The question here now is this: will the sea and all the power it generates contribute to that future? And if so, how significantly?
As we visit, 11 marine energy devices are being tested here.
What we're doing here is towing the device to site.
This prototype captures tidal power, like an underwater wind turbine. It already generates electricity. By next year, developers hope enough to power 1,500 homes. But it's not yet commercially viable. That could take up to 5 years.
We're probably 20 to 30 years behind wind energy and solar probably 50 years. Those technologies have been developed onshore in a very kind of nice environment, whereas we are taking prototypes and deploying them in a challenging environment. So it does take time to get things right.
The big industrials are starting to take an interest. We're seeing that particularly with tide, but also increasingly with wave as well. So there have been a number of companies that have bought into this, big industrial majors. Does there need to be more money in this? Well, of course there does, yes. This is a potentially huge endeavour. We could do a fifth of the UK's electricity supply if we make this technology work.
And the impact of that technology on the environment and economy here is closely monitored. Orkney's stunning scenery and Stone Age sites attract nearly 200,000 visitors a year. Numbers are up at this hotel. They now cater for a new type of tourist: developers, engineers and investors.
We have to take advantage of the opportunities when the industry is in its infancy. However, it is very clear that there's a balance to be struck. Certainly when you start to look at scaled up arrays of devices along very prominent shorelines, then surely there's bound to be a problem.
Already there are plans for wave farms, 50 or more devices like this one off the Orcadian and mainland coast. That worries local fishermen, excites international students and feeds a growing supply chain. This electrical engineer used to employ 3 people. Now it's 11.
We're always aware of the power of the sea around about us, but to think that Orkney could become, the world focus of it was probably something that we could never envisage.
Even now, the lights of Kirkwall are occasionally powered by prototype devices. The sea has brought Orkney trade and oil, wealth, and soon it's hoped, power.